Find out what's going on. Get involved. Change things from the inside. Make a difference. Take pride. Multicultural at its best. The Luisa Marshall Show. Coming up.
Previously on Simply the Best. We're taking you to Nutbush, Tennessee, the hometown of the legendary queen of rock and roll, Tina Turner, where fans from all over the world gather and celebrate the heritage and legacy of Flag Grove School.
Tina's energy is so captivating. The way she struts on stage, the way her whole essence, and just a really good soul.
Welcome to Nutbush City, Tennessee, the birthplace of Tina Turner.
We've got so many people here from all over the world to celebrate Tina.
We're going to see how good he is, and she may come up on stage with her and perform Proud Mary with her. She held me real tight, and in my ear she goes, "Okay, you'll be good, right? You'll behave yourself."
Everybody else want to be like Mike. I want to be like Tina. I never would have thought in my 70s that I would have my own TV show. And these are my mom's recipes with a few enhancements as my travels around the world.
Amazing. One of my favorite costumes, the red.
And we renovated the whole school and put electric in, but electric and air conditioning and heating. And then they put everything. Just respect her that she's always been very down to earth and very honest.
We have more of Nutbush, Brownsville, Tina Turner Museum. But first, let us take you quickly to the fabulous Graceland in Memphis to pay tribute to the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. These lovely ladies went to school with Tina. They were childhood friends. And here they are to share their fond memories of their famous friend they knew well as Anna Mae. Hi ladies, how are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm so good. How about you, Annie?
Fine, I'm fine.
You're sisters.
Yes, we are.
Oh, wow. And you've lived all your life here
Well,
in Brownsville?
not all my life. I've lived 40 years away, in Michigan, but I'm back here in Brownsville now.
Uh-huh. And you?
And I live in Denver, Colorado now. But I love being back here because, it's just home. So I bought a house in Ripley, Tennessee to move back, but my son says, no, can't move back. So if I move back there, I'll see them running down behind me with their luggage. So I decided to stay in Denver.
You live in Denver now, but you come here all the time.
Yeah, I've been here a month already.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You miss your sister. How many sisters?
It's 4 sisters.
4 sisters, and you're all here right now?
No, yeah, we're all here for this occasion. Yeah.
That's nice.
There are 6 brothers. We have 6 brothers. It's 10 of us.
Wow, big family. Growing up here in Brownsville, you all grew up here. Went to school, the Flag Grove School.
Yeah, we went to Flag Grove School, but we were living in Lauderdale County first.
Oh, okay.
And then we moved to Haywood County.
Oh.
And we went to Flag Grove. I started the Flag Grove School when I was first grade, 1945.
Yeah.
And Tina and I started together in 1945.
Wow.
And it was really amazing to know what she's like now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Growing up with Tina Turner and in school, is there any special moments with her?
Well, I had a lot of special moments with her because we would go to school together. We would spend time together on weekends. A lot of weekends we would go and play outside. Because right at that time, we didn't have television and all this new technology. So what we would do, we just played stuff like we'd do each other hair. We'd talk about our boyfriends.
Oh, boyfriend.
But then that was when we got to be teenagers, though.
Yes.
But when we first started, we were very small kids, and we always would spend weekends with each other. And we would play together, and like I say, it was just a lot of fun for us, And we would just dress up like, you know how little girls dress up? Yeah. We would get in our mother's makeup and our mother's clothes and put them on and just have a good time, among each other, So it was a lot of fun with her. And then I remember some times that we were at school and some of the things that she would do, I just wouldn't do because, she was a very, very energetic person, and she liked to sing, she liked to talk.
So ever since, she's always been energetic.
Ever since, she's always been energetic. Very nice person, though. Very nice person. She would take care of, she would take care, like she would talk with you. She would say, hey, let's do this. I said, yes. Or maybe I might say no, because a lot of things I would say no. Yeah, but we used to just have a good time, all the time, we'd play together, like I say, and just have a good time together. Yeah.
And how do you remember Tina during those years?
Really several things I remember about her. But that school there that we went to first, I remember us going to that school. And once she took a trip, she and her mother and I guess Eileen or whoever took a trip. But when they came back, she said, I'm going to teach y'all a song that I learned when I was in Chicago or someplace. And she got up on the stage and she started singing. She had on a little red and white dress. I remember it like it was yesterday. And she got up there and she did that little thing, did a little step up there. And when she came down, she said, I made that one up. So I guess she had made up songs ever since she was about the second grade then. Second or third grade then. And then there was another time, I remember this boy that we used to like, and I thought he was my boyfriend.
Uh-oh.
We was about third, fourth grade. Yeah. And we would play a little game, and when they take us out, they would say, who is your boyfriend? And you had to say a boy. And then they take you back to the game. And I would always say, my boyfriend is Joe Sam Coleman. She said, no, he's mine, so you can't have him. And every time she would tell me that, I would get angry with her. But I wouldn't say anything to her, so I had to pick some guy that I didn't even like.
She's been bossy?
Yeah, she was always bossy. Tina. But she was fun though. Well, let me tell you something I remember. My dad always had dogs and different kinds of dogs. So what happened is Tina and I made us some hair to go on our head. What we did is we got a paper bag and took the scissors and curled the hair, curled the bag, make her. And we took a string and tied the bag around our head so that we had a lot of hair hanging down. So what happened is when we walked outside and we shook our heads like that, the dogs said, "Roo!" They started. They came after us. They didn't know what was going on with us, That was a lot of fun, We ran back in the house. She said, "What's wrong with those dogs?" I said, "I guess they're afraid of this hair we have on."
So Tina has always had that big voice ever since.
Yes, she did. There was another thing that I remember about Tina. This was in high school because she went to Carver High for a while. And we had to go out of the hall, up on the stage, and behind a curtain to the next class. So my class was leaving the classroom, and she was going to the classroom. So this girl, her name was Imogene Taylor, she was behind me. And when we got about halfway across the stage to go to the class, Tina decided to do a cartwheel. And she kicked the girl in the side of her mouth. And her tooth came through her lip. So I saw her about 15 years ago. I said, "You still have that Tina mark?" She said, "You remember that?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "I still have it." She still had a Tina mark on her.
Oh, wow.
It was still a scar there.
That's precious.
Let me tell you about this.
To her now. I guess it's precious to her now since Tina's so famous.
I know. But she goes around like, "Hey, I got Tina mark, and you don't have any of this."
She was Anna Mae Bullock's then. Yeah, that was before she was Tina. But then, she still had, I'm sure she still had that mark.
You are the pillar that holds up Lion Grove School.
So let's go have a good time.
Is she still anime to you?
Yes, she's still anime to me. Because, like I say, she was anime at first, and she's still anime. But I accept the name Tina, But let me tell you the story about when we were in high school, she was on the cheerleading team. And it was so much fun for her to cheer,
Oh, yeah.
So what happened when the basketball game come, especially boys, they were playing basketball, and she would make a special cheer. And when she do this cheer, every boy on the court would stop and listen. The principal would get so upset with her. She stopped the whole game, and it was so fun to us, And when the game started back, we'll cheer her on because she stopped the game. It was just a lot of fun for us, Yes, everybody would stop and listen to her cheer because she was such a good cheer. She was on the team and she was very good.
Wow.
Yes.
That's super amazing. Oh, I wish we have like a footage of that during those years.
The principal would always call her old name. Going down the hall, changing class, he would say, "Get in line, Anna Mae Bullock."
Hey. Okay.
She's a big rebel. Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. Wow. So when you first seen Tina, did you ever expect that she's gonna be that big? Or this big?
I expected it because she was so energetic all the time from a little girl on. She was very energetic all the time. So what we would do, we would just go outside and play in the grass. We'd do cartwheels and stuff like that. Another story of what happened is, one morning we went to school. So when we got there, all the students went inside but her. So some of the boys, when she didn't go inside, she went and got in the swing outside. So she was swinging really high in the swing. So some of the boys told her, "Don't swing that high." She told them, she said, "Look, if you see more than God gave me, throw a brick at it." And we was laughing. So I said, "Don't tell the teacher." "Oh yeah, we're gonna tell." I said, "Oh, don't tell." I said, come on, don't tell." "Oh yes, we're gonna tell." She jumped out of that swing and headed to the school, was sitting there. When the teacher came to check on her, she was sitting in the seat. Never knew that she was outside. Oh my goodness, that was so fun to me. I sat there and laughed because I used to laugh a lot of times. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So everybody sort of watch her all the time, huh?
Yeah, and I can tell the story about how she put this little girl in a heater. We had a wood heater. You know, they burn wood there at school. A little tall heater. So what happened, this little girl came to school. She was so dressed, so neatly.
Was that in elementary school?
Yeah, that was
in elementary school.
Uh-huh. She was dressed so neatly every day. So Tina took the little girl and said, "Come here." And she came over. "Let me put you in this heater." She put her in the heater. When she came out, she had soot all over her face. I said, "Why did you put her in the heater?" "Oh, her mother sent us to clean. Said she's too clean every day. So I'm gonna make her dirty something." And that was so fun to her.
That little girl's name was Glodine Coleman. And Glodine Coleman was the sister to this guy that I like. His name was Joe Sam Coleman.
Oh my goodness. So did she cry, the girl?
Yeah, she cried. She was very
She went
upset.
into the...
Yeah, she was very, very upset.
Oh my gosh, Tina.
But Tina was just a fun person.
Yeah.
That's the way she was. She was a very fun person all the time, you know.
Yeah.
She'd get up in the morning, she had that laugh, she'd laugh. She said, "Oh, I feel good now." I said, "Why?" She said, "Oh, I just got something on my mind." And I didn't know what was on her mind. I didn't ask her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was always fun. Always. Morning, noon, and night. She was fun. Yeah.
Watching her, have you seen any of her live shows? Her concerts? So watching her, how did you feel?
I felt really good because I knew that was just her. That she wasn't putting on an act. That was the real Tina. To me, when she was doing all her dance and stuff, she used to do that when we were young. So I knew that was the real Tina. That was the real Tina when she was doing her dancing on her live shows. And when that what you call the elevator, whatever, comes out, that's a daredevil. She was always a daredevil. Now I said, we would do that, but we would get in the Ferris wheel at the fair. And what we would do is we would change out, like if we had a sweater on, if I had a red sweater, she had a blue sweater, we would change that sweater so we could ride again. So the person that was taking us out, he wouldn't take us out. He would say, "Oh goodness, they got to ride again." They didn't. We would stay in that Ferris wheel sometimes twice. You know how they take you around so long and let you out. But they wouldn't let us out the first time because they'd see us with a different something on. You know, they would figure, okay. And we were way up in the sky changing sweaters so we could stay in there longer. So when I saw her on that skyscraper, or whatever you call it, I knew that's her. Yeah, Yes, I knew that was her. Yes, because it was a lot of fun with her.
How did you feel watching her?
I feel great. And every time she come to Denver, I would go see her. I remember twice. And each time I tried to get backstage to speak to her, and every time this guy would say, I went to school together when we were in elementary and high school. He said, "Oh, right." And he would not let me see her. I even wrote a little note, and I haven't heard a thing. So he probably threw it in the trash.
St. Louis to see her. I went to Nashville, and I was in Michigan. She came to Michigan, Saginaw, Michigan once. And I tried to get backstage to talk with her. I talked with her briefly, but it really wasn't a conversation that we, wanted to talk about. Because it seemed like it was a little tension there, and so I didn't talk with her. It was just briefly. But I enjoyed that brief time, though, with her.
I know that you love her. We all love her. If there is one thing that you like, do you really like, what is the number one thing that you like about Tina?
The number one thing is too many number ones that I like about her. I just like the way she carried herself, the way she was, the way she grew up, and all that. I just loved her as being a friend of mine. There's not one thing that I can say I love. It's just all the things I loved about her. That's the way it was with me. Yeah.
And I feel the same way. Her energy. I knew her mother, her father, Mr. Richard, Mrs. Elma, her grandmother, and all. And I sometimes would like to see pictures of them. I knew some of her first cousins, Howard and Walter, and some of the other kids. But at my age, I forget a lot of names. I forget a lot of things, being 76 years old.
That's amazing. Tina has inspired a lot of women all over the world. Has she ever inspired you in some way?
Yes, because I would love to dance like that, because I used to like to dance, but I can't do that anymore. Because of this knee replacement. But she really inspired me a lot of things. There are so many things that I could really say about her. We don't have time to talk about it. Yeah.
I know. It's just simply everything's in your heart.
Yes, it's all in my heart, because I just loved her to death. And we just was friends, real friends. So when she left and went to St. Louis, oh my goodness, I just knew that was it for us, for keeping in touch, But we kept in touch until we was high school students. In the 10th grade, she moved to St. Louis, and that was the last of my really knowing about her, and keeping in touch with her. And that was it.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Julie. Thank you. Thank you, Annie. Yes. Simply the best. Simply the best. Thanks to Sonia Clark for putting the event together. Thanks to your wonderful staff, the West Tennessee Delta Heritage Center. Oh, thank you. And also thank you to the staff of Comfort Inn. Thank you very much. Thanks to all the beautiful fans and friends of Tina all over the world. You guys rock. Please don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. Always be kind. Let's stop bullies. Thanks for watching. Love y'all. See you next week. Bye-bye.